With the rising cost of building materials in Nigeria, it is now questionable if right now is the best time for you to start building a house inside Nigeria as it were, and specifically inside Abuja as a city. And this said question has prompted me to come to a very popular market here in Abuja where they focus solely on building materials. And then I had the opportunity to speak to one of the traders who has been inside the construction sector for over 20 years. And he shared some insights that I think will be beneficial to you as an investor who's looking to invest back into Nigeria and does not know the amount of changes that have been made inside this sector, and if right now is the best time for you to start building a house in Nigeria, and also if you should wait till the current administration has left office for you to start building your dream house here in Nigeria. So with no further ado, let's now dive into this interview and get some of these bombshells that he dropped during this entire course of our interview. My name is Alifne David, and I am the real estate broker in the city of Abuja, who is committed to bringing you the absolute best of real estate, educating you, and also bringing you the most affordable real estate investment opportunities in this very city. So do ensure to stay till the very end because this is going to be a very, very educative one for you as a client, as an investor who is living outside of Nigeria that has no idea of the current prices of building materials inside Nigeria as a nation. Okay, so here with me now is Mr. Chinedu, a trader inside this market that is open to answering some of our questions as to what is impacting the prices of building materials in Nigeria, if now is the best time for you to start building a house, and if some of these said goods is selling, they are moving, in order for us to be able to know what and what is currently the right things to buy in terms of building a house inside Nigeria as a city. So thank you very much, sir, for joining us. And if you don't mind, I want you to introduce yourself and then so we'll get to know more of you before we start the conversation.
Okay, my name is Chinedu. I'm a trader, a buying and selling.
Okay.
I'm into buying and selling.
Okay. So you have a shop inside this market?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So you have been selling building materials now for how long, sir?
For 20 years
20
and
years.
above.
20 years and above. So that's very, very amazing. So one thing I would want to say is that comparing when you started, right, so now, as of today's rate, what are some of the impacts, what are some of the changes that you think has happened in the building sector, in the construction sector as a whole?
From my experience, the cost of materials now are very, very high. To compare the previous time, because of the dollar, the exchange rate,
yes,
the thing continue to shift the market.
Yeah.
Because the market is being controlled by the dollars.
Yeah.
Most of those building materials are imported.
Yes, sir.
So and it has to do with dollar. So I think the building in Nigeria favor those people who are in diaspora.
Yeah.
Those people who is in abroad, outside country, because it has to do with dollar. With the little dollar they will have, they will come and
invest and buy
and get more naira, more nairas.
Yeah.
So I think it favors those people who are in outside country because of the exchange rate. That is just what I find out.
Okay.
If not, the thing is highly expensive. I don't even know where to start.
Okay.
From our experience, those who are building, who are into construction now, 75% of them are people from diaspora.
Yes.
Because an average Nigerian man is struggling to feed at the moment.
Yeah, that's correct. That's correct.
Building a house. Yeah. So that is just the thing. We the traders here, we are surviving. The building material sellers, we are surviving it. It's just by the grace of God. It's not like before.
Yeah.
That people,
okay, so
find it easy to buy materials.
Now we are saying this thing, right? Let's go to the direction of, you think if it was not for the help of developers and real estate companies, do you think the construction markets in Nigeria would still be thriving? Do you think by now the market would have gone into extinct? Because for me, I feel like the developers are playing a major role, right, in the construction sector by creating buildings and then having the money to the capital to start different projects that has great magnitude. Do you think that affects the market positively, or they are
Yeah,
just getting
yes,
money from it?
yes. Those estate developers, they are really trying.
Yeah.
They are contributing like 85% of the growth in Abuja.
Okay.
Because coming to think of it, uh, the the government, I'm not seeing them giving out contract, maybe housing,
Schemes and
yeah,
contracts.
property,
Yeah.
yes, housing construction
Yeah.
in a massive way, just like those days or
Yeah.
those time. So what we get now is estate developers
Yes.
buying to sell.
Yeah.
That is what we have now. So if
Okay.
you look around, most of the estates being built around were built by the estate. We are built by estate
Estate developers.
developers.
Yeah.
So I think they contribute 85% in
Okay.
the whole development
Okay.
as it
Okay.
is currently.
Okay. So give us a bit of an insight of how the prices have changed over these last 2 years. So if, for example, now I am building a 4-bedroom duplex in Nigeria, all right, what are some of the things that were cheaper back then that are now currently expensive? So talking about pipes, talking about MM2 rods, talking about everything that has to do with construction. In terms
Okay.
of the prices, give us some of the things that you say, okay, the MM2 rod now, it was selling for so and so amount of money last year. Currently, it's selling for so and so amount of money. The pipes for the plumbing works and everything that has to do with it, it was selling for so and so amount of money. And in today's rate, it's selling for so and so amount of money. Just give us a range of what are some of the things that you sell that you feel has increased in price since the current administration.
Okay. Before the subsidy removal,
Yeah.
we are buying 4 inches, for example.
Okay.
We are selling 4 inches, for example, 2,500.
Okay.
But when the subsidy removal came, what we are selling 2,500 was calculated to 4,500.
Okay.
So
So that's over 100% increase
so you
in
can
less
see
than 2
that
years.
the margin is so high.
Yes.
So that is where we find ourselves. So what we have been buying, like other things, apart from building materials,
Yeah.
other items as well,
Yes.
they have calculated.
Yes. Yes.
So the subsidy removal
Affected the market a
is
lot.
affected the market or the economy entirely.
Okay. Okay.
But
So
without relenting, we just keep our finger crossed that
Yeah.
it's going to.
So you are, I don't know, you have a smartphone. I don't know if you have seen the news of people talking about houses being overpriced in Nigeria, right? I don't know if you have anything to comment on that. A lot of people, they are now saying that prices, houses in Lagos and Abuja, they are currently overpriced compared to outside country. So in terms of you now that plays actively inside the sector, and you know what is going on in terms of the prices of building materials, what do you have to say for those people that are saying that buildings are currently overpriced inside Nigeria? Do you have any words for them?
If we should go about complaining of house rent or something like that, or to buy a house,
Yes.
well, I think what I would advise anybody is when you have money, you just do what you want to do at that moment.
Yeah.
Whether about overpriced or overpriced, somebody who has his property have every right to tell you this is what I want to
sell for.
I want to
Yes.
sell.
Yes. Yeah.
What this person tell me, just like business,
Yes.
in the business field, what this person tell me may not be what this person is telling me.
Yeah.
And at times, because of the agent, and you cannot get accurate the cost of the thing, the real cost of the thing.
Yeah.
Because agent will add his own, those agent who brought agent,
Yes.
that kind of thing.
Yes. Yes.
So that is the system we are operating in Nigeria.
Okay.
So that's why you can't get it fully to know where it's actually, because you can get somebody that say, okay, I want to put 2 million to sell this property.
Yeah.
And you get somebody that will say, I want to put 10 million to sell this property.
Yes.
It's the same property, but different
prices.
Yes, different that is different intention that I want to.
So
do it at this way. I want to do it at that way. That's just the thing.
Okay. So our last question for you now is: do you advise anybody outside of Nigeria or inside of Nigeria who wants to build their house to wait for this government to leave before they start building, or they should still build regardless of the prices of building materials currently? Should they wait till the current president is out of seats before they start building, or they should still build nevertheless regardless of the increase of building materials?
My answer is no. I will not discourage anybody to not come and build once they have the money.
Yes.
If they said a bag of cement is 15,000, 20,000, if you have the money. Nobody knows where Nigeria is going.
Yeah.
You may think, okay, if Tinubu come down, the material, the prices may not, you may even add.
Yes.
It's the dollar that controls the market, not Tinubu.
Yeah.
So if you have your money, come and invest in your country.
Yes.
That is a good idea. That money, those people are already developed. They'll come and have your property here, and you'll be no place like home.
Yes.
That is it. I advise you, if you have money, come down and invest. Don't look at the government, because we don't know. In fact, nothing has gone up in Nigeria that is coming down.
Yeah.
Instead of to come down, it will add. So Tinubu doesn't control dollar.
Okay.
At dollar, they control the market. Because most of them, 95% is an imported goods.
Yeah. Yeah. So thank you very much, sir, for giving us the privilege to speak to you today. I really appreciate giving us this time. Thank you very much.
You are welcome.
So you have heard from Mr. Chinedu. If you're that person who's looking to start building in Nigeria and you're waiting for the prices of building materials to go down, then I would say you are not doing the right thing, right? And regardless of the building materials inside Nigeria, the cost of building materials inside Nigeria, you should still push forward to own a property inside Abuja, most specifically, because this city is growing on a daily basis. You also heard from him that people in the diaspora, they have more advantage, more than people that live inside Nigeria. So if you are watching this video and you are living outside of the country, right, you have a more better advantage than people living inside this country to own properties and own several of those said properties in different locations by diversifying your investments. And one thing I would want to say by winding up this video is that as of this morning, right, the prices of cement is currently selling for 7,500 naira, and it is not guaranteed to stay at that set price for as long as you want. So the only option you have now is to start investing today and start buying that property today, because you don't know what the future holds, right? You also heard from the person himself, Mr. Chinedu, that real estate developers play a major role in the development of the construction sector inside Nigeria, right? And this said video was done because I wanted to create an awareness for investors who are looking to invest into Nigeria, and say that do not depend by investing alone or building that property alone. Do ensure to always go to developers, because developers, they are now the people that are causing the construction sector to thrive inside Nigeria. And if you want to start that investment journey today, do ensure to reach out to me on the number shown on the screen, where we're having to discuss on some of the properties we have inside Abuja and how you can own an apartment inside this very city. Once again, my name is Chinedu, and I am the real estate broker in the city of Abuja, who is committed to bringing you the absolute best of real estate, educating you, and also bringing you the most affordable real estate investment opportunities in this very city. I look forward to hearing from you concerning investing into the city of Abuja and how you can be able to maximize on the opportunity you have while investing into the city of Abuja. I'll see you on our next video session. Until then, stay safe.